From the most shocking victories
He's down! State man has gone!
to the most breathtaking finishes,
12 months ago, he's now well and truly on again. Porto Star leads steady.
here are 10 OMG moments in horse racing history, starting with the Golden Ace shocks in the Champion Hurdle. The Champion Hurdle was supposed to be a simple, easy race, but instead the unthinkable happened.
He gave this short run to the first of 8 flights of hurdles. Constitution Hill was 1.5 lengths further back, white jacket and black cap.
Even though March started out well, no one saw this coming.
Is running up now towards the top of the hill. Halfway, 5th flight of hurdles, and Constitution Hill is down! The favourite number 2.
As if that wasn't enough already, what happened left everyone twice shocked.
The days ahead has been joined by Golden Ace for 2nd place at the last flight. He's down! State man has gone, and it's Golden Ace!
Nevertheless, out of the chaos, Golden Ace seized the opportunity and made his fans proud.
Brighter days ahead, and Golden Ace and Lorcan Williams are going to win the Unibet Champion Hurdle at a huge price.
But while Cheltenham was still buzzing, the spotlight shifted to Meydan, which put on the world's greatest race. At Meydan, the Dubai World Cup promised a duel between global stars, where Forever Young was expected to lead as always.
And it is Walk of Stars who leads them for Macau Barcelona. Mixto up into 2nd position. Imperial Emperor, he's worked upon on the inside.
Although they were the final 200 meters, things didn't go as expected.
Flooded up is Il Miracolo. Bit messy here down the side. Katona next from Wilson to Soro.
But at the moment least expected, a loud roar echoed as doubt quickly turned to wild cheers.
With 150 metres left to go, Mixto for Doug O'Neill and Frankie Dettori. Hit show out when it's all too late.
It was so crazy that analysts quickly started to make sense of the race.
And hit show right over the top. Hit show for Florent Giroux and Brad Cox in the Dubai World Cup. Wins in.
And if Meydan proved that no favorite is untouchable, Newcastle took that lesson to heart on Good Friday. Good Friday at Newcastle was a normal day like any other, until Heavenly Heather did the unexpected.
As the stalls open early on under the near side rail, Heavenly Heather shows up on the extreme other flank Gaiety musical, Shallow with the big white face.
Even though it's a huge struggle from the start, things still weren't going too well for Heavenly Heather.
Rose, Pasha and Kalianasa with the white-faced Shallow. Close to the near side rail, the white nose banded too much, then Heavenly Heather. Cloud cover only has...
Despite the odds, with this unexpected momentum, she made every jaw drop.
Easy's powdering, cloud cover in white and red with Aramis grey, then biplane towards the back, in company with Bien Noirs, who's right towards the tail of the field.
Spectators rubbed their eyes, knowing they were witnessing one of Britain's outstanding winners in history.
Packed field, white and red colours having to sit and suffer, as out in front Brazilian Rose, Kalianasa, then Shallow, cloud cover still looking for the way through, Aramis.
Then came the moment that put the crowd on their feet.
Side Heavenly Heather at a huge price, Aramis Grey, a boil over. Heavenly Heather from miles out of the weights, wins for Tracy Waggett.
But as fans cheered for Heavenly Heather, Panrios was preparing to crown himself a hero in the Triumph Hurdle. The Triumph Hurdle already had a rich history of drama, but nothing prepared fans for what Panrios did.
Hoops as they draw to the second. OPEC just leading. 2 stable maiden favourite East India Doc, who sits on the leader's tail.
In this race, looking at how it was all going, it was clear that Outsider was truly an outsider.
Will he do well? The Greys down on the inside 3/4 of the way back, being followed by Poneros in the royal blue and then St. Lucia in a pink jacket.
Yet stride by stride, he grew stronger, storming past notorious rivals.
To the Triumph Hurdle, rises, a length and a half clear. Lulamba is giving chase. Poneros in the royal blue is still running on very strongly.
Cheers drowned out the doubters as Panrios proved that legends are born from the unlikeliest situations.
Inside, Poneros out wide, a finish at inches, and Poneros gets through to win the JCB Triumph Hurdle. Sees.
Just as Britain celebrated Panrios, journalism reminded the world that its Triple Crown races are never short on shock. The 150th Preakness unfolded with high drama, where journalism found himself boxed up on the final turn.
Pace in the Preakness leads Gosker. The opening quarter was soft, the half in 46 3/5 of a second.
Fans already given up, expected another heartbreak. Then, in one heartbreaking moment, journalism did the unthinkable with a furious determination.
Moving through on the inside, slight steady, little bit of traffic, but journalism is trying to box on through. Very tight still is journalism.
Overtaking Gosher in the last strides, he claimed victory.
The outside trying to run on. Journalism has recovered. Journalism has recovered and is coming. Journalism.
But if journalism was all about redemption, Churchill Downs would prove that glory comes at an even higher cost. The Kentucky Derby began an unprecedented way for journalism, but Churchill Downs had other plans.
Journalism has a smooth start, but he was shuffled back soon thereafter. Citizen Bull racing right to the lead, and he comes well off the...
On a muddy, unforgiving track, Sovereignty bided his time.
On the far outside is third. An American Promise gets a coveted spot, saving ground on inside fourth. Admire Daytona is...
But as the field thundered into the stretch, journalism surged vigorously. But Sovereignty had more fire in him.
Rocketing past horses, he's up to fourth on the outside, and Sovereignty's following him. Don't forget Sandman, final game it goes.
The crowd cheered for Sovereignty as he did the unthinkable in America's greatest race.
Sovereignty has taken the lead. Journalism has to fight back. Journalism has lost the lead to Sovereignty.
Yet across the Atlantic, Sovereignty refused to be overshadowed, with the Arkle's Chase delivering its own bombshell. If you find this video interesting, then kindly click the subscribe button so that you'll be the first to know when we drop another interesting video like this. Arkle's Chase looks like a coronation for Marlborough, while confident punters were already counting their winnings.
And Marlborough by just under a length to Touch Me Not in second. There's then 4 lengths back to Django Bay, who sacrificed an early
But racing has a way of humbling even the best.
position. Lodu Sud took that in third, ahead of Django Bay, who's just dropped to 4, and Only by Night last of the 5 as they run.
Gas filled the air as Arkle was unwilling to allow Marlborough to get an upper hand. What happened next was inevitable.
To it, Django Bay is storming home as well. Up towards the line here, Marsh for the inside, Only by Night. Django Bay has come through to snatch it.
While Arkle outdid everyone, She-Rat reminded us that destiny doesn't always favor the favorite. At the glorious Goodwood, She-Rat rewrote history and reminded the world what racing truly feels like.
Red rail, Serengeti has now moved into second. A break then of a couple of lengths to Henri Matisse in third. Rosalian is in fourth, then Field of Gold.
At glorious Goodwood, the Sussex Stakes seemed easy to predict as the crowd had already decided the winner.
And Carl Spackler is now last of the 7. Down the hill they go and on towards halfway, and Serengeti has taken half a mile to get.
She-Rat, who was underrated, decided to prove himself instead of giving in.
Powering down the wide outside, Henri Matisse is running towards the inside, 100 yards to go. Kirat still has the lead, and it will be.
Spike quickly turned to cheering as punters realized the impossible had happened.
Rosalian in second, then in third Henri Matisse, and only fourth for Field of Gold.
Even though She-Rat showed that destiny doesn't stop at flat tricks, Britain delivered a tear-jerking upset. Normally big names and strong favorites tend to dominate the racing game.
Oh, the final fence in the National. Nick Rocket landed level with Iron Maximus. Couple of lengths away, Manila Kakuna. Meeting of the waters now.
But that wasn't the case this time with Nick Rocket.
In front, Iron Maximus trying hard. Great Claire West staying on, but it's Nick Rocket under Patrick Mullins. He'll win the Grand National.
Just as Britain was catching its breath, Arapahoe's race at the Australia's Sydney Cup reminded us that racing is an unpredictable game. The race in Sydney promised class, but not many expected Arapahoe, a veteran stayer, to turn up the way he did.
And in the early stages, Duke's going to hold the lot of them out. From Arapahoe, Alcance goes to third, 3 out. Warmonger 4 out. Followed by River of Stars.
At long odds and following a modest Tancred Stakes run, the 8-year-old came from nowhere and gave the biggest shock in horse racing.
Fire, Duke de Sessa slipping right along the rails from Athabaskan. Now the runs are starting out wide. Warmonger mostly.
His acceleration in the final furlong defied age, form and forecasts.
Chimes in right down the outsiders. Cleveland with a good run, mostly cloudy, but Arapaho dashes clear. It's Arapaho 2-3 lengths in.
Fans reeled as the race clock confirmed a record-breaking performance.
Crack at the Sydney Cup, and today's the day. Arapaho, a big winner. Waltham at big odds got up to run second. River of Stars third, then